Oh, come on, Jesus fucking Christ. Come on. Yeah, guys, my computer's being a bitch again today, of course. It would fucking happen like that. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing some varnishing, so I'm going to grab my guitar, I guess, and start varnishing. I just can't stand this fucking laptop I got. It's just irritating me. If this wasn't the only laptop I had, I'd throw it through the fucking window. Like, it's just... So what I got here today is I got my dials back in. So I have my so yeah, it's gonna look nice, like with all my builds. But first, there's something I need to do first, and we'll do that. What I gotta do is, because I'm putting bigger pots in it, I'm gonna need to make sure I got enough space in here to fit the pod. So I gotta do that. So, but I do have an idea. So what I need to do is I need to grab this. Here, I'm gonna have to take these screws, or I should say, bolts off, and yeah, and I need a piece of paper. I got an idea. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna have to trace this out, and yeah, so I'm gonna trace that out, and I don't need the guitar right now, so I'm gonna put this stuff away first. I'm gonna hang this up. There we go, she's hung up. And I'm gonna move this. Not that I'm gonna need these bolts because I've got the pods coming in. And the latest thing that I got in were these things here. So these are my dials. It's a mix of walnut and, not walnut, but yeah, walnut wood and rose wood. So it's kind of like multicolored, so which is cool. And like with all my builds, I'm going to no plastic. I'm going to move this a bit more than is. Yeah, it's things kind of get the first thing I'm gonna do, you'll see. Don't know if this will work or not, but if it does, it does. If it doesn't, then we'll have to figure out something else out. So, and you'll see in a minute why I'm using this one, because this one already has all the holes in it. So, put that there. And I need to grab a pencil. So I got my pencil. What I need to do, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out the outline of this. And the next thing I got to do is I'm going to do the holes. Alright, so I got my holes like that. Probably need another piece of paper for what I'm going to do. So now that I got that drawn out, I need to cut this out. Scissors. There you go. So yeah, what I'm doing is, so I'm tracing this out first. So see what I'm going to do here. This is just an idea. So if I trace this out first, and then I'm going to put this on the body, and I'm going to try and draw out where the hole is. Alright, now, I don't need this thing anymore, so I gotta put all this back together again. Yeah. Put this back on the thing again. And, yeah, too, another thing that I'm doing is I'm using this for a template here so that when I get, I'll just put all that shit on here. So you'll see what I'm doing in just a minute. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I'm pretty sure it'll work. Alright, so I'm just gonna secure this back on here. And I also need to extend the holes for the at the headstock as well. I need to drill that. Another thing I'm not looking forward to doing because I hate grilling. So kind of procrastinating. And then yeah, once I get all that traced out, I got on the ass that I gotta do all this, but anyway. It's better to have things accurate and perfect than to make a mistake and fuck things up. It's not something you want to do. And I'm going to use this. The reason why I'm keeping this right now is because I'm using this as a plans for wiring, how to wire the new pods that are coming in, pots I should say, that are coming in from my, yeah. Actually, one thing I never tested to see is if these were split coils or not. I don't think they are. They wouldn't be because they're all single coil pickups, so it's, you know, I'm just waiting on the pots, and I'm waiting on the tail piece, which is going to be gold, so we're on for the gold. Alright, now, the next thing I need to do is I still need my pencil, so grab this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my template thing here. Actually, I'll do it. No, I'm gonna use banana piece of paper instead for that, because I don't want the piece of paper any bigger than what it needs to be. So that there. Grab my tape. Before I do that, I'm gonna trim a little bit more of this there like that. It's not big, so I'm just gonna. There we go. That should do it. I'm gonna take some tape. Just enough just to hold it there while I do this part. Okay, so I'm just taping the piece of paper to the thing where the hole is. You'll see what I'm doing now. What I do is I take my pencil Alright, there we go. Now, what I do is now I might need that tape a little bit later, so you got this. And then you cut the paper. That, and then what you do is you stick it into the hole, and that fits perfect. Now you get your template thing, and this is, so now that I got that there like that, and you just take that there, like you're just going to lightly tape just as so it holds that in place. And what you're going to do is you got it, you just cut a little just into there like that, just up to there, and then you're going to go on the other side. What you're going to do, you take the tape off, and then you're going to secure there like that, so it doesn't move while you're cutting. And tape. There may be an easier way to do this. I'm just kind of making this up as I go along, actually, so. Alright, so there we go. Now, what we have is that almost fits perfectly with the hole like that, so that leaves that open space. Now this is where the magic comes in. Like this, take that off there, take that off there, and you have the perfect template right there. So this is going to just, this should fit right in the hole, and it does. So that gives me, that tells me exactly. Now, there we go. Now what we need to do, we're going to patch that up there like that. So that's all one piece. So there's no hole. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our our new thing that we just built. What we're going to do is we're going to, well, I mean, it doesn't matter if the dials are in the right place or not, but this is almost an exact template. So now what we do, take this, put this there, we turn it upside down, and what we do now, we draw that out from the back. So what we have here, so now what we have is have an exact layout as to exactly where the so that when we put this on, when I get, as soon as I get my things, I can drill my holes, and I know where I got it, so I can reposition everything based on the amount, because like the pods are going to be probably a little bit bigger than the pots are going to be bigger because the pots are bigger. I need to know how I'm going to position them. So with that already there, so all that work is done, so we can get rid of our paper. But yeah, so that's kind of so I guess my plan did work, which is good. Now I'm gonna need to know. Now I'll be able to know exactly where to drill the holes. So now the next thing we're going to do is we got to do a bit of sanding. And then we're going to varnish. So I got the varnish. I got my cloth for varnish. And my sand paper right here. So I'm going to probably go with 1,000 grit sandpaper. I think that's probably enough grit. 400. That's too low. Oh, there we go. There's our sandpaper. Alright, so we're just going to roughen up a little bit. Roughen up the surface. I'm going to go the opposite way of what I'm going to apply. My varnish. You don't need to roughen it up a whole lot, just enough so that it will stick. Not sure how many coats of this I'm going to do. I might just do probably maybe one. I don't think I'm going to need to put more than one coat. Alright, so now I'm going to open this up. And I better open up the window. Alright. Got my butter knife. Make sure that's shaped up. And go. And do the back first, and then I'm going to do the front. Alright. I'm going to have to let some light in because I need to see what I know it's going to be a bit bright, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, men and women. Yeah, so side. That really soaked that up real good. Alright, now I'm just going to hang it up. Dry. I'll probably bring it outside and let it dry outside. Alright, so that's pretty much it for that. guess that ends the stream for today. Because there's not much more I'm going to be doing. There's nothing more I'm going to be doing on the guitar. Yeah, so that's actually coming out pretty nice. It's, yeah. So, I guess we're done for today. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to all your friends. This is Mr. Blackstone signing out, saying hell fucking Satan and hell I'm in Rob.